This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 93, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our OGs, and our new ones from around the globe. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Earl Thomas's wife put a gun to his head for cheating.
Just missed being placed in the concussion protocol.
The permanent one. Is it time to open the country again?
For my wife and kids' safety, I say yes.
You ain't lying, Earl Thomas. And a woman found out her husband might be keeping a secret, but she may not be able to confront him about this one. All that and more. Right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we're saving relationships one listener at a time. Let's get this started with the front page of our lives. Kamal, man, what's good, dude?
Man, everything is everything. I never know what that means, but...
Yeah, but you still say it.
Yeah, I never know what that means, but everything is good, man. You know, I can't complain. I mean, trying to make the best situation... The best of this current situation, you know.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this current situation later on the show, man. Do you think it's time to open up? But we're not going to give that away just yet, man. We got some things we want to talk about, man. Hey, did you see, this is not even one of our topics, but I just read this, that Snoop Dogg's wife, I love this, man. She said she is not in a position to be given any kind of relationship advice because she took this nigga back 81 times. I'm like, hell yeah. Salute to Snoop Dogg's wife. Taking him back 81 times. I love that, man. That Snoop Dogg commented, he said, thanks for the kids, the loyalty, stability, and ability to deal with me on my worst days. You are appreciated. Hey, man, do you value that in a woman, or do you lose respect for a woman that takes you back so many times?
If I messed up, yeah, man. I mean, I think that, we're all flawed.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And if I messed up and I can, genuinely admit that I messed up and I'm begging for forgiveness and, wanting to keep the family together and she takes me back, I definitely respect it. But if, saying I got kicked to the curb or something like that, or it was some petty shit that we broke up over, I would be like, it was petty that we broke up in the first place. So I wouldn't even be... I wouldn't even be trying to get back with her. I
respect it even if I wasn't begging for forgiveness, man. I need a woman that could put up with. I need a durable ass woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have some shit. I was reading the Jasmine brand. They were saying he has new cheating allegations. I was like, why is he? Haven't you heard the music? Come on, man. Like,
who's this?
Why are we still having allegations?
Who's this?
Snoop.
Oh, Snoop. Oh, okay. I mean, It's Snoop Dogg. He's a world famous rapper, one of the probably biggest rappers of all time. Not probably, he is one of the biggest rappers of all time. Mm-hmm. He's crossed over to iconic, status where everybody, hip hop, country, western, rock and roll, all fans of all walks know who he is.
Yes.
They recognize his voice and all of that, and they understand his
brand, the smoke,
his character and all of that, and so man. And now if Snoop Dogg is getting at chicks, I would think that she would have a problem with that. But if honestly, man, they throwing it to him 24/7, and he gets caught slipping maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
That's a good number.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number, just Snoop Dogg. Always loved about Snoop Dogg, man, he's one of those guys that crossed over without changing. He kept his Snoop Dogg. He's always been about the weed, always been a Crip, always been...
Yeah. He's not, I'm saying, he didn't turn in like Hammer or Will Smith. He's not getting jiggy with it, with a, what do you call it? Silk shirts and dancing and stuff like that. He makes his music for his audience, and it just happens to be good enough where others appreciate it too. And I wish everybody would do that.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But obviously, if they get a hit. I remember when the Fat Boys did Wipeout.
Hilarious,
and it got so big, and then they did the twist, and they just oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? But
that check though, man,
yeah,
it's
that
hard when you
pocketbook.
see a check that big, and you're like, "This is what you got to give the people what they want, man." And that's the kind of a theme about today, man. You got to give the people, you give the people what they want. Hey, man, on a somber note, man, we haven't really talked about Ahmaud Arbery, man, but this it's we just have to touch on it for a second, man. It's frustrating if you hear what the president says. I mean, the president is he appeals to his fan base. He said, it could be something that we didn't see on the tape. That's what he said. And then he switched it and was saying, hey, I saw the pictures. It's a sad thing. I saw the guy in the tuxedo. It's like he's trying his best to not sound as bad as he sounds, but it's not necessary to say, there could be something we didn't see on the tape, because the tape shows him running up, and it's not like it cuts away to him pulling out a gun. It shows the altercation. Maybe you're talking about before the altercation, but it's just unnecessary, man.
I mean, and then we find out more stuff like there was no robberies reported in the neighborhood. Like I think like one of the guys that shot this young brother, like his car was robbed and like a gun was taken. So, they're not the best judge. They shouldn't be the ones out there patrolling it. They have it's personal now to them.
Yes. And listen, man, I know what it feels like, man. My chick got her bike stolen, man, recently. I guess theirs was a car broken in. And for a while, man, you're walking around looking who got the damn bike. Everybody's a suspect, but there's a difference between everybody's a suspect and really going out with the shotgun. And then they don't have a reputation for knowing how to pick racial profile. They don't know how to do that. You know how many people told me I look like President Obama? How many white people have told me that? I look nothing like the brother.
They shit like the dude.
But because you don't have a history with black people, oh my God, you look just like President Obama. Nothing like him. You sound like him too. No, I do not.
The frustrating part about this whole ordeal, and it happens, same thing with Zimmerman. It happens all the time with the barbecue Beckys and stuff like that. It's like a lot of these people, they don't see us as adults. They see us as children. And so, when
if he just would have followed commands, he'd still be alive. They literally said that on their Christian page.
You're right. It's like they see us as like children, no matter how old we are, and it's their right to set us straight. They have to set us straight. They're gonna tell us what we're supposed to be doing and not supposed to be doing. It's like, dude. If this guy's a problem, call 911. Maybe you follow him, make sure he doesn't get away, but you keep it pushing. But they feel it's their duty. We're going to make a citizen's arrest.
Taking justice in their own hands.
Who gave you the authority? Same thing with the barbecue Beckys. They're the ones, you shouldn't be here. It's like, who in the fuck do you think you are? And then, not just that, who do you think you're talking to?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the infuriating thing. No matter, it's like when President Obama was in Arizona years ago. He was a president and he was dealing with the governor, Jan Brewer. It's a famous picture.
Oh, you remember that with her finger in his face?
Her finger in his face. The president of the United States of America, but to her, he's beneath her. She could put her fingers in his face. Like,
if that had been the first woman president, and a man had his finger in her face, you would never hear the end of that. Hey, man, we come back, man. We got some feedback from our favorite listeners. And later in the show, a woman found out that her husband might be keeping a secret, but she may not be able to confront him about this one. Find out why. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. We got some feedback, Hobie.
Do we now? Yes,
we do. We posted our MRA social media on both Facebook and on Instagram. Are the Democrats practicing a double standard by supporting Joe Biden after torching Kavanaugh? Kamal, you gave some great insight about why it is not a double standard. Monica on Facebook agreed with me. She said, yes. GV posted a meme of Joe Biden on Facebook. He said, with his hands open wide and smiling, and just like that, the Me Too movement ended, which I thought was hilarious. DeRaven88 on Instagram said, nope, Biden was a black president's vice president for 8 years. Where was that bitch then? I don't know what this has to do Anything. But you know what? Where was she then? I could ask that too. Red Dirt said people love their team, and CDS Nath, one of our original members, says, "Oh shoot, political combat." This is 2 weeks in a row we got political come out. And we changing our ways a little bit now.
Yeah.
I know, man. Let's get back to the fuckery and the nastiness, man. We come back, man. We got a post-nut story about a guy who finally got the chance to connect with a woman, but he comes across a red flag that is a serious red flag. What did he do? Find out next. This is MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. All right, Kim, it's time for a not in post nut mode story. This is from Choke in Palmdale. He said, I met this girl on a cruise and it was love at first sight. Damn, I never heard a dude say that. But she was with her family the whole time and I was with mine on the reunion, so we never got to hook up. Actually, Dana Dane said love at first sight. I'm tripping.
I guess you would call it love at first sight.
Yeah.
I live in Los Angeles. She lives in Toronto. We talked for a while and always said one day we are going to go at it. Fast forward about 5 years, I'm in Denver for a convention and I posted on my Instagram a bunch of pictures of me going around the city taking flicks of landmarks. She sees it and inboxes me. She tells me she lives in Denver now. Lucky dude. Do I still want to see her? Hell yeah, I want to see her. She comes over to my hotel and my company has me in 5-star accommodations. Had it been on my dime, I would have been at the Snooty Fox. That is hilarious. That's Snooty. Goodbye, you know the Snooty?
What? Have I ever been to the Snooty?
Yeah. No, I said, you know the Snooty, but
Oh,
I obviously know the Snooty.
Yeah.
Never been there.
Nah.
For those who don't know, it is a pay-by-the-hour hood motel.
Yeah.
I have never been to the Snooty. So she comes over. We're having lunch. I charge her to the room, company dime, remember? She thinks I am balling. She's all in my grill. She tells me she moved to Denver because she got engaged. I thought, wow, that hurt. But to be honest, I wanted her so bad. I was just mad that I wasn't going to get to smash. So I floated it anyway. I said, I was hoping to explore that body. Okay. She said, I let you, but you might discover a little hill that will soon be a mountain. Eee! She was pregnant. Now I was really sick, but I floated another one. Hail Mary, y'all. I said, your man is lucky. I heard it's warm in there when a woman is pregnant. She said, why don't you tell me how warm it is? Oh! Check, please. My brothers, I got to be real. I tore it up. And because I knew she couldn't get pregnant, I released the hounds. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I most def wasn't in post-nut mode, and I do feel guilty, but I can't front. It was good and extra warm. You guys ever bump someone else's baby? That's Choke from Palmdale. Kamal, you ever bumped a baby that wasn't yours?
Hell no. Nope. Well, I guess in this situation, he didn't know she was pregnant, but I never hollered at a pregnant chick. You know what I'm saying? And so it wouldn't have happened. First of all, this story wouldn't have happened to me, man. Like,
why?
Well, first and foremost, man, when he got to Denver, he's posting landmarks on Facebook or Instagram. I never would have did that.
Why not? You just wouldn't have been like showing, hey, man, this is such and such. I'm at the such and such.
I don't post. Yeah, I just
not even when we was in Dallas. You wasn't like, hey, man, this is when we was walking around Dallas that time. You didn't post anything.
Nah, that's not my thing. So she would never know I was in Denver. But yeah, she never would have known. So I never would have even got to see her again. However, it's not my thing, man. As a matter of fact, when you was telling me, when you were reading the story, I was frowning like, it's the baby being in there. It's not sexy to me. I mean, not like the women are. It's just that it just makes me not be.
You look on your face right now.
Yeah, it's like there's a baby in there, dude.
It's like she's not. It's a weird thing about moms. It's like once she's a mom, it's a weird thing. It's like a bunch of respect that is given. He's like, oh man, come on, that's a mom. She's a mom, man.
Yeah.
You can't do. There's a baby in there, man. Come on, bro.
It's a baby cooking in there, dude.
Hey, coming up, is it time to open up the country? And later on the show, an NFL baller's wife puts a gun to his head. I bet you can guess why. It's the MRA Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You know, you got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still... Yeah, Caitlyn.
He's Bruce.
He's Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Kamal, man. Elon Musk is opening up Tesla production. He says, "Listen, man, it's time. If you got to arrest somebody, let it be me." They've been showing on TMZ. You know, I like when they show the white people out there wilding because they've been showing the black folks out there in Chicago partying, grinding, having strippers. Show the white people too, man. They at the beach. I may or may not have seen them with my own eyes. They out there having a good time. You know, we not the only ones out there playing basketball. They at the beach. They at the Starbucks or whatever, the coffee house. And they're at the TJ Maxx looking, Burlington looking spot. They shopping. They out there having fun. People are tired of being in the house. Do you think it is time to reopen the country? What do you think, bro?
Okay. So I'm saying this as a person who still has a job.
That part.
Yeah. No. Keep the shit closed, man, because here's the thing. They were able to like curb some of this shit with the stay home order and having everybody doing the social distancing and staying out of public places. What that did was, it kept a lot of people safe, but it also kept the hospitals at a decent capacity.
That's a good point. The hospitals.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like the hospitals weren't overrun. And I fear that because people didn't get it, they social distance and all that stuff, they said, well, it's been a month, I'm going back out. It's like, well, the shit's still out there. You know what I'm saying? They haven't found the vaccine, so I don't see why people are so eager to just get back to doing things as usual. Not get it financially. You know, I can't tell nobody to don't earn earn a living, but to act like, I was at the park, driving past the park, I see motherfuckers out there, a coach, with a flag football team out there running drills. It's like, wow. What does this shit serve? Like, why are we doing this? I get it as far as like, jobs and stuff like that. A lot of people, losing their gigs, but just because it's like, well, I didn't get it in that first month, so it's not, I don't know if people just don't believe fat meat is greasy. No, so they can open up this motherfucker all they want. I am going to be in the house.
I think my problem is this, man. I don't like the law saying that things can't be open. I would like people to be able to make their own choice. That's my problem with it. Because I thought, like, what if when AIDS got real hype, right? What if the government was like, you have to use a condom or you're getting a ticket? You could be arrested if we find out you're not using a condom. It'd be like, man, if I want to roll the dice with my life, let me raw dog this pregnant woman. Or, it's ridiculous, but I just don't like the fact that you can't go anywhere. I think people should be cautious. The only problem is, though, when you open it up, that means some people will have to go to work.
Well, see, the AIDS analogy doesn't work for me because I won't give AIDS to my parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give it to my grandmother.
But you will give it to somebody.
Well, right. But somebody who's like willing to take that chance.
That's true.
So if I go out there, like let's say I was going out there to play flag football with the kids and stuff like that, become a youth coach, and I get it, and then I bring it home to but 3 members of my family, my son go. We have split visitation. He goes to his mom's house, gives it to his mom. You know what I'm saying? Just the domino effect can be cataclysmic, and I don't think people are really taking that shit into consideration. Not everybody has like the same symptoms, and so it might be mild for me, like, I had it for a little bit, but like somebody else might be devastating. Obviously, it could be deadly. So I just think that, man, people, I think it is some selfish shit for a lot of people. But hey, like I said, I still have a gig. So I'm not mad in that regard. Just like, do what you got to do. But the government, I feel what you're saying. You don't like the government telling people what they can and they can't do. But Kyle, the thing is, man, if you leave it up to people will fuck up.
Absolutely. And I know I'm one of those people. How much time you got? And man, we come back, man. We lost some icons in the game, man. Kamal and I will pay homage to some legends. And later in the show, did you see that Saturday Night Live sketch about letting kids drink? We're going to talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA Podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Come out, they say death comes in threes. This past weekend, death came in 5, 6. It was a lot. A lot of people passed away, man. Little Richard, Andre Harrell started it. Mm-hmm. That just blew me away, man, because he's one of those guys, man. When I think of Andre Harrell and Uptown Records and Puffy and Jodeci, one of my favorite groups of life, Father MC and Heavy D. So that kicked me. And then Little Richard passed. And the crazy thing is, I posted on my Facebook. I was like, man, we don't need a 3. Yep. Then Betty Wright passed. No pain.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that post, huh?
Well, I saw. I was like, Little Richard. You was like, we don't need a 3rd. I was like, does Roy count?
Nah, Roy don't count. I think in the black world,
the
black world, you have to put people in categories. So Little Richard, Andre Harrell, Betty Wright, those are 3. They're black. They sing black music. Then you got Siegfried and Roy, whichever dude it was. I guess it was Roy. You get Roy for Siegfried and Roy, and then you got Jerry Stiller, legend, man. Jerry Stiller. We could just stop right there. That's a funny dude, man. You think he's funnier than his son?
Nah.
I think he is, man.
His son's hilarious to me.
His son is funny, but
what about Don Shula? When did he die?
Oh yeah. See, that's the white category.
Okay.
But it's sports, but it's old white people category. So you got Don Shula, Siegfried Roy, and Jerry Stiller. That's their 3. And then like one lady died from like a league of their own, or the real league of their own. But it's hard to count her if you don't know her name.
Yeah.
But definitely, Don Shula, man, died last week. So there you go. Don Shula in the old white man category. Don Shula, Jerry Stiller, and Siegfried Roy, or Roy Siegfried.
No, Siegfried and Roy. It was 2 of them.
No, they didn't both die.
No, I'm saying, but you call him Siegfried Roy. It's like, it's Roy.
We know who he is, man. You don't know. If I just said Roy, you'd be like, Roy?
It's that one that tiger somewhere like, nigga, it should have been
Is that
me.
the one that Tiger was Tiger on?
It should have been me. I wanted to get your ass.
It should have been me.
It should have been me.
That is funny.
He is jealous
Tiger with Tiger.
He is jealous of coronavirus right now.
Well, you ain't shit as a person, Cabal. It should have been me, dude. Hey, you know what, man? I learned, remember we did the thing we talked about Pat Morita and stuff we learned about how we got that job. I learned something from Jerry Stiller today doing some research about the brother. First of all, they offered him Seinfeld and he turned it down because he already had a gig. And that validated me because you remember I turned down acting work for live performance in stand-up. He was already booked on Broadway. He had gotten booked on Broadway 5 minutes before he got the Seinfeld call. So he told him no. 5 minutes later, not 5 minutes later, he did the whole run. 5 months later, they called him again. He shows up. He don't like the lines. He says it's not funny. So he redoes the lines without asking him. And then the thing I love about it is they said they wanted it to be really laid back, like because his wife was a yeller and they wanted him to be really calm, and it wasn't funny. And you know how it is in rehearsal. He was basically saying, man, look, man, if I didn't make this funny, I was going to be fired like the last dude. And that kind of blew me away because I don't know if I would have had the nuts and the guts come out to be like, man, I got to save this. I know Dominique would have been like, fuck this shit. I'm about to make this funny. They could fire me, but I'm about to make this shit funny.
Well, the thing about it was he already was established.
Yeah.
So he didn't need Seinfeld to validate who he was as a comedian, or and so he had a career before that. Him and his wife were a comedy duo.
Absolutely.
And his son was at that time one of the hottest young comedians in the game. So he was like, he wasn't some 20-year-old no name who's like just happy to be on the set.
Dominique would have done it though. Hell, he did this shit on the Damon Wayans show. He's like, man, I'm doing me.
Yeah. About Andre Harrell, man. He was working for Puffy's television network.
Revolt. Full circle, ain't it?
Revolt.
Yeah.
And,
full circle. Fired the man and then end up working with the man.
Yeah. And so my homeboy, Wonton, works at Revolt. And so,
Does he?
He works at Revolt. And Andre Harrell was like a mentor to him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like a mentor to him, man. And so I saw he posted on Facebook and it really affected him. He always said like Andre Harrell was solid. He was always talking about Andre Harrell was just a good dude, man. Just easy to get along with, easy to listen to, always gave great advice.
Yeah.
And so when he passed, I was like, wow. Like, you hear about people's skeletons when they die, or you find out, like, in The Last Dance, you find out Jordan's not a cool dude. It's like, nah, man, Andre Harrell is solid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always cool, like the people who you look up to, you admire, you find out, no, they're genuinely good people.
That's great.
That's always that's always cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that story, man. You're also going to have to share some more personal news. So as we come back, Kamal committed the mortal sin. He is signed on to watch a series with his lady. He is watching a chick show. And also, we got to talk about this Saturday Night Live sketch about letting the kids drink. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, Kamal, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Kamal, you told me you are watching a show with your lady. How'd that start, man? What happened?
I don't know, man. This started, it might have been before quarantine or right around the start of it. She wanted to watch something, and you know what? Usually I pick the shows because I don't really want to. I just don't like any of the shows that she likes.
Absolutely,
we have shows we like together, but
exact same way.
You know what I'm saying? But she's gotta get into the shit that I like. Like, oh, this is good. I just can't get into the shit that she likes.
Not happening.
Yeah, just and
it's
so
it's just no.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, she wanted to watch this show with Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon. It's like Little Fires Everywhere, and this is is a woman's wet dream. This is a straight chick show.
What do you mean by Little Fires Everywhere? Is that the name of it?
That's the name of it.
Oh, okay.
That's the name
I thought
of
you were
it.
saying there's little fires everywhere, like there's conflict in different areas.
Nah. That's the name of the show.
That's funny. We're in 2020 come out, and there's a show out with two A-list stars, and I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Yeah,
it's on Hulu, and I watched like the first 2 episodes, and maybe 3, and then I remember a couple of days ago I was like, "Hey man, we gonna finish this shit." We stopped for like 3 weeks. I was like, "Hey, we gonna finish this shit." She was, "Oh yeah, I forgot all about it." I was like, "See, that's why I can't watch nothing with you.
I can't watch it with you,
this
man.
This
you
shit
messed
that
it
you
up.
actually like. This
is your stuff,
and you still just like wandered off from it." And so we sat and we watched it. I think Saturday. I think we put in about like 4 episodes, and it's one of those things where I was like, "Dude, if a man wrote this, it should be totally different."
Why?
It's just it's
first of all, what do they do, and then what would we do?
Well, for this one, it's like just drama. Just chicks not getting along.
How did that happen?
Yeah, right. Dudes would have fought or, shot each other or something like that, or just wouldn't even been running the same circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no money involved. This is a different type of show if a dude's writing this. And so we watched it. We got about 4 episodes in, and it's not that it's good, but I gotta see it through.
I hate when that happens. It's like reading a book, man. You ever read a book that was just horrible and you're like, I never finish a book. This book has to be finished. That's how I'll be feeling sometimes.
Oh yeah, man. I read a few novels like, why did I start this shit? But damn it, I gotta see this shit through.
Yeah, I hate that, man. Hey, man, so I like this Saturday Night Live sketch with the letting kids drink. I thought it was absolutely hilarious, man. You personally didn't like it, man. I'm going to play a little bit of it right now.
Well, Mother's Day is Sunday.
Father's Day's in June.
Facts.
It's been a hard-ass time for families.
Feel like the animals in the zoo.
Trapped.
Parents need some help these days.
Kids could use some too.
Help. So given this special circumstance, we'd like to introduce a special rule. Let kids drink.
Just like mom and dad.
If they got a little buzz on, would it really be that bad? Let kids drink.
Tiny drinks.
Just a couple sips.
Full drinks.
They'll be happier and funnier, and they'll fall asleep by 6.
It was a cute little sketch, man. It was cute. It's just,
man, that's so disrespectful. If somebody called your sketch cute, Kamal, that's like, nigga, fuck you.
It was cute, man.
Hold up, you want to see me or what, nigga? Kamal's a cute little writer. I mean, he writes cute sketches and education.
Man,
It's
you
cute.
got the kids in there, passed out with the bottles and stuff. It was cute, man. It was
Cute
cute.
little sketch. Didn't do it for you though.
That's not that. You know what, man? Honestly, the show was not doing it for me, so I'm biased. So pretty much all of the sketches, I'm just really not feeling. I can do Weekend Update.
Mm-hmm.
They're just telling jokes, and I can feel that. But everything else, it's Zoom, or it's one person just doing like some character work in front of like the camera and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this, honestly, it's the best they could do at this point.
Yeah.
And I understand,
See, this is why they gotta let people go back to work, Kamal.
right, bills got to be paid, advertisement and all that shit. So I get it, man. It's the best they can do. But it's like, I saw the first one and I saw the second one. It's like, all of these are going to be like, hey, put a character together and give me 5 minutes of you just talking to yourself or talking in front of the camera, and we'll put it on the air.
And it's a long show too, so
Hour and a half.
They can get that done in 25 minutes, man. When we come back, Earl Thomas's wife put a gun to his head, and after that, an Instagram chick put LeBron on blast. Ugh, flag on the play. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Kamal, you sent me this story, and it has got to be my favorite story of the entire week. Earl Thomas's wife put a strap to his head, because of cheating, dog. And this one right here is epic, dog. I'm gonna try to paint the picture, Kamal. So Earl Thomas is at his house. I'm guessing he's quarantined. Where they in Baltimore? They in Bmore, right?
I thought it was Texas.
Oh, you know what? He plays in Baltimore. That don't mean he live in Baltimore,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's Texas, yeah.
So he hit the crib in Texas, Tejas. His wife nagging him for drinking too much. So he shook the spot. He's like, I'm out. Called his brother up. Brother comes swoop him up. They leave. Now, wifey, she starts spiraling. She already nagging, so that means her spirit ain't feeling right. I don't know. I seen her picture. She looked good to the mug, but she also might, she might be feeling insecure about certain things about her appearance these days. A lot of women sometimes stress about how they, the body changes and things. I don't know what she's going through, but she's a little insecure. So she starts going through his Snapchat to see where he is. She sees a picture of him and his brother smashing some chicks on his Snapchat. She gets the gun, picks her homegirls up, rides over to Earl, where they at the Airbnb, kicks in the door waving the fofo, puts the strap to his head, allegedly just to scare him, and they're going at it. She gets him home. She's chasing him around the car, I think with a knife or something, and the popo had to show up. It's all bad. Come out. What's going on? What's your take on it, dog?
Oh, man. This is dangerous stuff. This is dangerous, man.
Yeah, she took the clip out, Kamal.
But she had one in the chamber.
Bro.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. I'll say this, though. Earl Thomas is slipping.
Oh, my God.
He is slipping. How does the wife have his login information to Snapchat? If you're doing dirt, how does your wife have your login information? Well, here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. I'll say this.
Go ahead.
When you're married, your wife is pretty much you online. She knows all your shit. She got your social. She got your zip code. You know what I'm saying? She knows your mother's maiden name.
True.
So I guess it probably ain't too hard. If you need to reset your password and all of that stuff, she can. If you don't know your password, she can get all the information to reset it. She got your email address. So, yeah, I guess, man. I guess.
This wasn't the first time, man. This wasn't the first time first of all, him and his brother, that's weird, smashing a chick naked with your brother. I don't have any brothers, so I don't know what that's like. I can't say I would or wouldn't, but it sounds strange to me.
Yeah, definitely.
It's worse than bumping the baby. It sounds strange to me, Cabal. But the wife having all the stuff, that lets you know, man, there's been some priors, man. They've been going through some stuff before, dude. It just bothered me, man. My wife went through my phone, man, before she left. And I have a disdain for women or men going through their partner's phone. It's just like, what is the deal? That's not your phone. That's not your email. What is the problem here?
Yeah,
right?
and she's trying to find out where he is. I'll say this, man. Like, Earl Thomas is probably going to look like the bad guy in this. I got to say.
Go ahead.
His wife, if she hadn't been nagging, he would not have left that night.
If she wasn't nagging about the damn drinking. Let the man cope with his cage in peace, Cabal. The man's in a cage, dog. He's stuck in the house in quarantine, man. You got to hear this woman going off, complain. He went to hit something. Here's the thing, Kamal. He ain't just start cheating on his wife. He been cheating on his wife. But she just started noticing now because they're having problems. It's funny. Women, they always blame the breakup on the cheating. But he was cheating on the good times, too. Do you ever give the side piece credit? You ain't never heard a woman like, man, I'm so glad your side piece made you happy last week because I was tripping. Because you was in a great mood. They never get the side piece credit for her accomplishments. But no, man, he had been, this ain't new. Come on, man. He didn't call his brother and talk him like, come on, man, you got to do this for me. No, he was like, hey, man, code 5. You know what code 5 means. Code 5, man. 9 minutes. You know the deal. I need to blow some steam off, dude.
Oh, yeah, because here's the thing about it. Right now, I blame the quarantine, too, because if this wasn't the quarantine, I think this might be time for, OTAs. You know what I'm saying? He might not even be in town. He wouldn't be in Baltimore. He wouldn't be in the house.
Wow.
He wouldn't be in the house. That's for damn sure. So maybe he's drinking because shit, I cannot.
This is bullshit. I'm stuck with this bitch. I can't play no ball and I'm stuck.
He's a football player who can't hit nobody.
I can't hit nobody. And the hard thing about it is, Kamal, when I'm away at camp, I get to blow off steam with my teammates at the end of practice.
So every time she nag, I go tackle somebody.
Yeah, I get to lay somebody out at practice.
I see
or
her.
every time she's bitching, I
see
get
her
to leave.
face.
Dog, I get to leave, bro. I
Right.
get to leave the house every 4 days. I'm out of here. Dog, that makes a marriage last when you're never home and she got plenty of money.
Right. She can't go nowhere either. And yeah, man, he's drinking and she's nagging, and because
She's
you know what I'm
scared.
saying, he's a man, he can't hit her, he can't hit somebody.
You gotta hit something.
He gotta hit he gotta hit something.
That's why we male rights activists, man. Always defending the dude. When we come back, an Instagram chick put LeBron on blast. Ugh. And after that, it's Dear Every Time a woman found out her husband might be keeping a secret, but she may not be able to confront him about this one. Find out why. It's the MRA Podcast. Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. You know, just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Kamal, man, I'm going to tell you right there. I don't know what LeBron is doing, but he has a way of keeping his business out the street. I almost didn't want to do the story to perpetuate this bullshit nonsense. Had you heard about this story about LeBron getting put on blast by an Instagram model before I sent you the rundown?
No, not at all.
Dude, I don't know how he does this, but you never hear dirt about LeBron James, man. But some trophy wife is trying to end that because some Instagram model put he and his alleged side piece on blast. She said, I guess I've never been a fan of guys who cheat on their wives, especially with at Sophia Jamora. And they got a picture of LeBron James with the free throw line. This woman is married, by the way, to Denver Broncos tight end Nick Vannett. Do we charge him for this infraction? Because this is a flag on the play, Kamal.
Nah.
Flag on the
Oh,
flag.
you saying that because he's a Bronco.
No, I'm saying because from what I mean, reading the story, the chick who put him on blast she used to be friends with the alleged
With
side
the girl.
piece.
Alleged
Right.
side piece, yes.
So Nick ain't got nothing to do with this. These are two chicks who was beefing probably. Their friendship. He probably told her, hey, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And she did it anyway. Nick is
Why is
innocent,
she
man.
bringing LeBron in, man?
Oh, because
Why don't she say this? Look, you got beef with old girl. Be like, man, I'm gonna tell you this. Sophia Jamora, she nasty. Y'all don't want to know why, but just understand. You better hide your man. Something like that. Boom. But why put LeBron on blast, Kamal?
I don't know. Maybe because LeBron chose her and she got Nick. You know what I'm saying? Nick is like second, third string tight end.
I'll tell you why. Because she's insecure. Because just like Earl Thomas is banging something else, I don't know if Nick's banging something else, but you know it's got to be running through her mind. So she's terrified that this is happening to her. So that's why she's going through this, and that's why she hates guys that cheat, because it's her worst nightmare that she's going to find out that Nick is giving out the dick.
Oh, yeah, right. So because her friend is a side piece to a professional athlete and she's married to a professional athlete.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's terrified,
that makes a lot of sense. And have you seen this chick, Sophia Jamora? I approve.
Cohen.
I approve, LeBron.
Hey, man, I hope
if you're going to dip
LeBron's
out.
wife is as cool as Snoop Dogg's wife, man. Snoop Dogg's wife of the week, man. What do we used to call that?
What?
The award we used to give to the women, the great wives of the week or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. I have to dig it out, man. But yeah, I hope, because I don't want to see LeBron come down over some bullshit like this, man. What's LeBron's wife's name? I forget her name, but whatever your name is, beautiful sister that he been with through high school, please don't go out like that. Please, who cares?
I don't think so because I don't know about it. So it's
You
not.
don't think she?
Well,
you don't think she got her?
Oh
antenna up?
no. She knows about it. I'm not saying that she doesn't know. I'm saying it's not out there. It's not.
She's not embarrassed yet.
It's not embarrassing. This thing can be swept under the rug. As long as nobody else makes a comment. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James will say this is a private matter. No, don't say shit. Just
Don't
let
say a
it.
damn thing.
Just let it
Don't even
die
respond.
out.
You know what LeBron did? You know his next big social media post was after this came out? When he was outraged about my man Arbery.
Change the subject.
Deflect. Change the subject.
Look over. Nothing in my left hand.
Listen. Michael Jordan is known for not speaking up about social issues. I'm about to have some outrage about a social issue, and let me make sure I get back on the right side of social media anger.
Mm-hmm.
Smart move, man.
Oh, yeah. So when you Google my name, it's about this shit and not that shit.
Exactly. And no major publications are picking it up anyway. So sorry about that, big homie LeBron, for even touching it, man. But it was so disgusting we had to touch it. But when we come back, a woman found out that her man might be keeping a secret, but she may not be able to confront him about this one. Find out why. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, I'm going to try to make this a quick one. I'm married. My husband and I met while speed dating, and we got engaged within 3 weeks of knowing each other. So far, the marriage has been really good. Well, it was going well until I discovered something that stunned me. Oof. She piqued my interest. I was snooping, speaking of Snoop, through his Facebook. Here we go. Here we go. Snooping. Might have to be an episode title. I was snooping through his Facebook page. And I saw an old picture of he and his ex. Once I found out her name, I went down the rabbit hole on her Facebook page, and she had all sorts of pictures of them together. He only had one on his, and I had to really dig to find it. But once I found her page, I hit the mother lode. So after about an hour of digging, I saw a picture that is the reason why I had to email you two gentlemen. I saw his ex was wearing the same ring I'm wearing now. Oops! I guess they were engaged for a while based on the first pictures where he proposed, and then the day he stopped being in her pictures and she stopped wearing the ring. She really did her detective work. When I saw this, my heart sank. I was devastated. I feel lied to. I feel like I don't even know who I married. I want to confront him, but I can't because the woman passed away. Oh. Now what do I do? I am so mad and so hurt, but I can't confront him over this, can I? Can you confront a man about his dead ex? Wow. Jackie in Duluth, Minnesota. Come out. What you think, dog?
What is this world coming to?
Why? What happened?
What the hell's all these women becoming like Sherlock Holmes?
Dude.
What do they hope to find? I mean, really, like, what are they hoping to find? Like, anything good? And when you find good, you're going to wake them up and give them some I found good news head? No. No, not at all. I don't understand why people go looking for shit. I don't understand why Earl Thomas's wife is, checking the Snapchat. I don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Like, this lady.
Snoop Dogg's wife.
Snoop Dogg's wife is cool.
Yeah, she's solid.
I can't get nobody no damn marriage advice, man. I don't even. Hey, do y'all?
Do you, y'all? Because I'm keeping my family together.
Yeah,
do your best.
Yeah, do what
we
y'all
love
gotta
you,
do.
Snoop Dogg's wife.
Yeah,
we love you. All right, we're talking about Jackie though. Go ahead.
Jackie, man. When she says, I feel like I don't even know who I married. Well, duh. Y'all got engaged after 3 weeks. I could have told you that. You know what I'm saying?
Start there.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Here's the thing about it. Jackie, you got engaged to a man you met after 3 weeks. The man proposed. I'm assuming he proposed. That's usually how these things work. So after 3 weeks, that means you have a man who is either A, madly in love with you, or B, which is more likely, he's the Marion type. He just likes to be married. He wants, this is what he wants. And so if it's B, which it probably is, then it's not out of the realm of possibility that he proposed to somebody before you. 3 weeks now.
Man, you're good.
3 weeks now. And so here's the thing. You're mad that either A, you didn't know he was engaged, or B, you got the same ring. I don't know which one you're mad at, or maybe you're mad at both.
Probably the ring part.
Here's the thing about the ring. If that is a family heirloom, his his grandmother's ring or something like that, he wants his wife to wear it, I wouldn't be that upset. I wouldn't be upset at all.
What if they broke up and she took it off and gave it to him and he gave it to the next girl? Because some dudes be asking for the ring back. And what do they do with that ring?
They spit it, and probably can't get your money back.
So he saved it for the next woman.
Right.
Is that foul?
No.
I think it is. Oh, you don't think?
I do not think it's foul.
You're hilarious.
I don't think it's foul, man. It's like this. Here's the thing. I got a house. I move a chick in. It don't work out. She leaves. I move another chick in. You think she gonna be like, we gotta get another house if I got some fly shit?
She might.
Get the fuck out of here.
She at least a new bed, right?
No. If this is my bed, this is my goddamn. I like this bed.
I love it.
If this is my bed, man, hey man. Now she can ask for it, but I mean, this is the way it is. I don't see a problem with it, honestly. But I'm a dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be on my chick's Facebook page snooping around, going down rabbit holes.
No.
So I don't think like the average woman. And so this guy doesn't think it's a big deal. Now, here's the thing. Your question. Can you confront a man about his dead ex? If you want to know, was he ever engaged? I get that. If that's something that he never divulged, that he was actually about to be married, that's okay. Like, hey, man, if we're trying to get to know each other, I want to know your past and stuff like that, and you leave that part out, that's probably the flag. But if you're tripping over that goddamn ring, let it go, Jackie. Let it go. Now, you can bring, how do you bring it up without letting them know you snooping? Which can cause a bigger argument, a bigger problem than what this shit is, man. Jackie, if you like the ring, let this shit go. Or how about this? Ask for another ring on the anniversary. Can we get another ring? Like, basically, can I get another, I know women get other rings, stuff like that. They upgrade and shit like that.
Smart move. I like that.
Upgrade it. That's all.
Come on. I don't know why you wouldn't think it's foul to put the same ring on the last woman as I don't even like going to the same restaurant with the new woman that I went to with the last woman. I do not like it. It drives me crazy. We need new memories. I do not like it. So I would never propose with the same ring. I hope I don't ever propose again in my life. But if I do, I wouldn't use the same ring. That feels disgusting. And if she finds out that it's the same ring, it just feels nasty. So I could see why she's upset. But she brought this upon herself with the snooping. You weren't looking to find out if that ring was somebody else's. I promise you that. You was just looking through his business. And you should have done that before you agreed to marry him. I don't know if he surprised you I guess he surprised you on week 3 and you didn't know. But you didn't have to marry him the next day. That's the research you should have done after week 3 in 1 day. All right. So you agreed. I don't know if you married him in 3 weeks, but you know what I mean.
They got engaged. They got pretty engaged. Serious. It was serious after 3 weeks.
It got serious fast, man. You whipped it on him, whatever you did or whatever. He was infatuated. You got married in the infatuation stage. That's what's so dangerous about getting married so fast. But I get it, ladies. If you can get him to tie that knot early, you better. Because the longer you wait, all you're really doing is nag. But after a certain amount of time, he can't even hear you no more. Like, what's his name? What's my man, the football player's name?
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas. If they wasn't married, she's not getting the ring now. Because now he's just like, ugh. He's so sick of her right now. He ain't doing it. Well, it ain't happening, dude.
Kyle, I see your point. Mm-hmm. But I gotta say, yeah, you think, new memories and stuff like that, but you're still providing the same swipe.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Jackie, I'm sure whatever sex moves you have in the past, you're using the same ones on the new guy, on your husband.
Nasty.
You're doing the same. So basically, why does the ring matter?
It does, man. Let me finish my joint.
I'm sorry about that, man.
You good, man. Let me just finish my joint, man. We getting out of here in a second. I want to confront him, but I can't because the woman passed away. What do? Can I confront him over this? No, you cannot. The fact that she is dead kills it for you. No pun intended. The hard thing is, are you strong enough to let this go? Are you the awesome wife of the week, Miss Shantae Brodus, who has let things go 81 times? Are you that? Are you an awesome wife? That's what I want to know. Because these women all want to be married, but do you want to be an awesome wife? Do you want to do what it takes to make it last? Because I promise you right now, the secret to making a long marriage last is in the woman. I'm really sorry, but it is. Because guys, man, we are so steady, Eddie. We don't change, Kamal. We just steady Eddie. Y'all the ones with this imagination about the way things should go. You guys are the ones that's so hard to please. Guys are hard to please. No, we're not. We want 3 things. Y'all want 55. And they change every day.
The order changes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the order changes, the list, the priority, and we're supposed to figure all that out. Guys, it's so simple. Leave him alone. Make sure he's fed. Make sure his balls are empty. It's really that simple. You can keep any man happy with that. Those 3. Kamal, am I off?
What did you give him? You gave him 2.
I said 3. Leave him alone.
Oh, leave him alone. Okay, I didn't even. Yeah,
missed that.
I guess
the ladies out there listening.
The leave him alone is that's equivalent to shut the fuck up.
Shut up!
Shut the fuck up. Give him his space. Don't go snooping into his Instagram or his Snapchat. Just give him a little room. He'll be back. Earl Thomas was coming back, Kamal.
Oh yeah.
He didn't pack his bag.
No.
He was going to blow off steam, dog. He'll be back. I can see if he packed his shit, then you need to panic. There's nothing to panic about, babe.
He's actually taken up for her.
Oh, what you mean?
Earl Thomas.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
He's taken up for her.
Of course he is. He's a smart man. He wants to keep his family together. I'm assuming they got kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping his family together, man. I just know, man, men don't really want to break up, man. We don't want to, especially if you got kids. You ain't trying to go visit your damn kids. That's a headache, man. It's so simple when they're down the hall, Kamal.
Yeah.
But when you gotta visit, it's horrible, man. Man, we don't want to change shit. The kids are there. You take care of them. I just go to supervise. You don't want to be a weekend dad. No nigga wants that. So it's like, dude, we're so easy, man. But if y'all can manage your imagination, because that's where all your problems come from. Whatever made you log on to his Facebook was in your imagination, Jackie. It all started in your head, just like Earl Thomas's wife. And you went down there and you got bit. Can you confront a man about his dead ex? No, you cannot. If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
On Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I am at Kyle Irby at the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both on social, all social. KyleIrby.com is my website. The MRAPodcast.com is the website where you can find all 93 of our episodes, man. 93 has a little ring to it, doesn't it, Kamal?
I graduated from high school in 93.
You sure did, you old mother. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.